Do you suck at timing and accenting? Let's fix that. Welcome back to Man the Helm. My name is Jake. If you guys don't know, I run a small podcast called Man the Helm. We talk to different builders, artists, people that are in the musical field, and we talk about overcoming obstacles, manning that helm, so to speak, and driving in the direction you want it to go. But today, we're going to talk about something that I see a lot of students when they start to get into that intermediate level where they know a lot of stuff, but they don't really know how to apply it just yet. We're going to take it back and go back to basics here. So I'm sure there have been plenty of times when you're ripping on a solo, but then you don't come in on the right spot and you don't know when to start or when to do something like that. This exercise is very simple, but very effective. We're going to take something we already know how to do. We're going to play the A minor pentatonic in box 1. If you guys don't know that shape, we're going to start on the 5th fret of our E string. That'll be A. We're going to play that exercise for all of these. We're going to talk about 4 different types of time or different types of notes that we can utilize and how we can use these to accent and kind of keep ourselves in the pocket of the music, so to speak. First one we're going to talk about are quarter notes. Quarter notes are bass line. Every time we have a beat, we're going to play 1 note per beat. So I'm going to put a metronome on. We're going to play it super slow, only at 60 BPM, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. The thing to keep in mind with this exercise is when we do this exercise, we do not want to rush or drag. We want to be very deliberate. It might seem like this is a waste of your time, but this is one of the best exercises, especially for these quarter notes where we're just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It helps out your articulation and your timing, and it is very basic, but that's what a lot of people struggle with, are the basics. Next we have eighth notes. Eighth notes are 2 notes per beat. The way we can think about this is if we have a metronome, like let's say we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Thing to keep in mind when we're doing this exercise, we're going to go alternate picking, and we're going to play single notes at first. And we're going to go followed by the entire scale playing just those eighth notes up the scale. The other thing we want to keep in mind is our picking hand. We want to make sure we're going down, up, down, up, down, up. This alternate picking is going to pay dividends in the future if we practice this slow, precise, and accurately. Next one we have our triplets. Now whenever I teach this lesson to some of my students, this is usually the one that gets people hung up because we're thinking about having 1, 2, 3, 4 as far as the beats that we're playing with. But in between each of those beats, we're playing 3 notes. The easiest way that I've learned to do this in my personal way is thinking triplet, 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 triplet. We want to do the same thing, playing those single notes first, followed by the entire scale. So single notes, triplet, 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 followed by that whole scale with that box 1 A minor pentatonic. Triplet, 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 triplet. So here's an example. Key takeaways from this, just like before, we don't want to rush and we don't want to drag, and we want to be focusing on this picking hand of going up, down, up, down. Now here's where it gets a little tricky with triplets. Whenever we do triplets, we have to kind of do 2 cycles of alternate picking. We're going to think about it as down, up, down. The next 3 notes, up, down, up. And then we're repeating again. So down, up, down, up, down, up. Triplet, 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 triplet. This one will take a little bit of time if you're not used to playing something like this, so take your time and get it under your fingers. Slow down your metronome if you absolutely have to as well. It's better to play slow and precise and build that speed up. That way that precision is always going to be there regardless of how fast you're playing. The last one we're going to talk about are 16th notes. Now these 16th notes are 4 notes per beat. So we can think about it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing as before. We're going to be going alternate picking, so down, up, down. And then we're going to be playing single notes first, followed by the whole scale of that A minor pentatonic. So here's an example for you on that. The biggest takeaway from this is whenever we're playing with the metronome, for instance with our quarter notes, we want to be very slow and deliberate and have that accent on the beat. It's pretty easy to have that accent on the beat because that's the only note we're playing. With our alternate picking, we don't really need to worry about too much with those quarter notes, okay? We're just trying to be real slow and real precise. When we get to our 8th notes though, and we're doing that alternate picking and we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that, every time we say a number, we want to kind of have that accent note there. It's going to kind of help you keep you on that meter, okay? So we can think about it as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So on and so forth. With the triplets, same thing. We can kind of think about every time we say tra, that is our accent note. So we go triplet, 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 triplet. Same thing with our 16th notes. Make sure every time we hit that first note out of those 4, that is our accent note. So we're hitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Take this lesson, get it under your fingers, go back to basics. If this seems really remedial for you, I challenge you to play it at higher tempos. You know, instead of playing it at that 60 BPM like we were going with, maybe try it at 80, 100, 120. Once you start to practice this, you will quickly realize 2 things. 1, how out of time you actually play, and 2, how much your accent notes really suck. I came up with this exercise to really force myself to go back to basics and improve my precision. As the great Andy Wood likes to say, speed is a byproduct of precision and control. So, get this under your fingers, and we'll check you all on the next video.